Good morning, everyone. Well, here we are again, another grad. Just getting ready for our recruits to line up outside and then we'll start. Well, good morning. My name is Michelle McLeod. I'm the manager of the Communications Training and Development Unit. I'd like to welcome you all and thank you very much for joining us to celebrate the graduation of Fire Communications Recruit Course 4025. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge the Quandamooka people, the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet today, and recognise their continuing connection to land, water and community. I honour their elders past and present, and I extend a warm welcome to the following distinguished guests. Ms Ariana Doolan, MP, Member for Pumicestone, Commissioner Stephen Smith, Chief Fire Officer John Corkett, we've got Assistant Commissioner Kevin Redding and Acting Assistant Commissioner Mark Kaler. Senior leaders of QFD, family and friends. It's with great pleasure that I welcome you all to the graduation of Fire Communications Recruit Course 4025. Graduation Day is the culmination of a great deal of effort from the recruits and trainers alike, and a wonderful opportunity to share a great achievement with friends, family and colleagues who have all supported our recruits over the past 13 weeks. Now, to commence our proceedings, can I ask everyone to stand for the Australian National Anthem? Thank you all. Please be seated. Firstly, I would like to welcome Commissioner Smith to address the function. Commissioner? Thank you.
Thanks, Michelle. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the School of Fire and Emergency Services Training. It's great to be here this morning for a special occasion in our graduating for our graduates, but a special occasion for the training department as well, and I'll go into that. But can I also start by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet, the Quandamooka people, and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and acknowledge that as a department we have a really strong connection with our First Nations people and a collaboration in terms of how we approach fire in the landscape particularly, and how we connect right through our systems in order to support mitigation and fire safety in Queensland. Our distinguished guests, Ms Ariana Doolan, MP Member for Pumicestone, thank you for your presence here today and support. It's really important that we have our elected officials here supporting and acknowledging our graduates particularly. To my colleagues from the executive leadership team, and there are a number and I won't go back through them again, it's great that you're here and again being supportive. To all of our QFD personnel, acknowledge you, acknowledge the recruits here particularly, but family and friends, thank you for being here. I want to probably talk about a few things. First one, I want to acknowledge the staff from the team that has trained our recruits, develops our recruits, both the team directly supporting the programs, but also your outplacements when you're out across fire comms across Queensland, getting prepared and getting real world experience in terms of what to carry forward. Thank you for what you do, and also acknowledging the academy staff for what they do to make sure the system works. A lot happens in the background to make the course run. 13-week program that has a lot of content, a lot of challenges for individuals in order to set them up for the future. To the families and friends and supporters here today, it's so great that you are able to be here, and the support you've provided over the last 13 weeks to those on the program is invaluable. And that support, I would ask that you continue to provide that throughout people's careers, because these jobs bring with them challenges, and the front line of connecting with people who are in their most darkest moments at that time. So thank you for that support. In terms of, if I turn to our recruits themselves, you are the front line. You are the first point of contact for communities and individuals in terms of when they are, experiencing moments in their life, and your professionalism, your calmness, the empathy you provide has a lasting impression on those people. It gives them hope, gives them a clear intent, and brings people back to a moderated place where they can actually make a difference. Don't underestimate what impression and what influence you have on those callers in that moment. The program is, this is the largest program we've run, so in terms of the number of recruits on a course. So it's been a huge effort, and the feedback I've received is, as a cohort, you've done remarkably well as a cohort of bonding together and looking after each other and supporting each other in that growth. So my sincere appreciation for that, and please carry that forward into your fire communication centres across the state. So you'll be out to a range of communication centres, but you've made bonds that will carry you through your careers with the department. So in closing, thank you very much for choosing to serve, and thank you for choosing us as the place where you will serve. And I wish you a very fulfilling and rewarding career. I look forward to catching up with you at fire comms across the state. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. I really appreciate your sentiments there, and I'm sure the recruits do as well. I'd also now like to welcome Ms. Ariana Doolan, the member of member for Palmerstone, to address our function. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Before I begin, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians on the land on which we meet, paying respect to elders past, present and emerging. And on behalf of Minister Anne Ley, she sends her apologies for not being able to celebrate with you all today. I want to also extend a special welcome to our distinguished individuals here with us today. Steve Smith, QFD Commissioner, Kayleen Jones, Rural Fire Service Queensland Chief Officer, John Corcutt, Chief Fire Officer, Mark Kaler, State Operations Directorate, Acting Assistant Commissioner, Queensland Fire and Rescue and Fire Communications representatives, and of course, family, friends and supporters. It's an honour to welcome you all to this significant occasion, the graduation of Queensland's newest fire communication officers, who have successfully completed their recruit course 4025. To all of you graduating today, congratulations on reaching this important milestone in your careers. You have shown immense dedication to get to this point, and your hard work, commitment and perseverance has paid off. You should all be incredibly proud of yourselves. As a fire communications officer, you are often the first voice the community hears during a crisis. In those moments when disaster strikes, people turn to you for guidance and reassurance. Your calm, quick thinking and precise actions will be critical in those early stages of an emergency. You are, in many ways, the starting point for the emergency response that follows. The role you take today is a vital one. You have been trained for this demanding position, and it is a role that requires integrity, resilience, and the ability to perform under pressure. The work you do will be high pressure, often stressful situations, and it is essential that you rise to these challenges with professionalism and confidence. You will now serve communities across Queensland, from right here in Brisbane to Toowoomba in the west, and as far as north as Rockhampton and Townsville. The people of Queensland rely on you just as much as they rely on the firefighters who are responding to the incidents you coordinate. No 2 days in your role will ever be the same. The nature of your work will be unpredictable, and you will directly influence the safety and well-being of countless Queenslanders. The impact you will have on people's lives is immeasurable, and it's something you should carry with great pride. It's also important to take a moment to recognise the friends, family, and supporters who are here with you today. I know that throughout your training, you've drawn strength and encouragement from your loved ones, and I encourage you to continue leaning on them as you move forward in your careers. The nature of your work will at times be, as I said, unpredictable and challenging, and having the support of those closest to you will be essential to your resilience and long-term success. So, to each of you graduating today, congratulations once again. This is the beginning of an incredible journey, and I have no doubt you will serve the people of Queensland with the utmost integrity and dedication. I wish you all the best as you take on this important role in your communities, and thank you for your commitment to keeping Queensland safe. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms Dolan, for your support and well wishes for the graduates. Much appreciated. So, this recruit course has been privileged to learn and work alongside staff from many parts of the organisation during their time at the Academy and in live operations as well. I was pleased to hear from the recruits just how much they've enjoyed the opportunities they've had to reinforce their learning by interacting with firefighters and specialist staff and with the public as well. Apart from the knowledge and experience they've gained here, I know that they've felt welcomed and included as valued new members of the emergency services family. And they've expressed their gratitude at being welcomed so warmly into QCESA and into QFD. I'd like to thank the team at QCESA for all of the support. I'm just looking for Mr. Richards. Thank you for all the support that you've given to the recruits and to the communications training team. Now, could I please ask Ms Dolan and Commissioner Smith to come and join us so we can present the certificates to the graduates of this recruit course. Thank you. Okay, so the certificate being awarded today is a Certificate 3 in Public Safety, Emergency Communications Centre Operations. Awarding of this certificate will qualify the following recruits to operate as fire communications officers across Queensland. And as I call your names, recruits, please come down to receive your certificate. Firstly, Kiara Braithwaite of Brisbane. Thank you. Matthew Brennan, Townsville. Naomi Chalmers, Brisbane. Alana Dre, Townsville. Salil Harvey, Brisbane. Keiko Holmes, Brisbane. David Hunt, Toowoomba. Emma Joel, Brisbane. Jessica Littlelow, Toowoomba. Sounds like we've got a comms officer out there in the making. Samuel Mead, Brisbane. Tyler Pask, Rockhampton. And Ryan Stanton, Rockhampton. Thank you very much, Commissioner and Ms. Dillon. Thank you so much for that. That always feels a little formal. Perhaps we should have some music next time. But this is definitely the more lively part of the ceremony. So recruits, if you could please form your lines up here. We have a short ceremony that we perform with each graduating fire communications course that signifies their transition to fire communications officers. Our epaulets are the symbol of our role in QFD, and by sharing this first occasion of wearing the FCO epaulets, we celebrate the new role and responsibilities of the graduating class. So I'd like to invite the guests of each recruit to come down and assist them in attaching their new FCO epaulets in recognition of the support and that partners and families have given to your recruit while they've been devoting their time and effort to us for the last 13 weeks. Okay. Please go ahead and start. Now, I always ask the recruits to get their person to practice this beforehand, so we'll see who listened to my desperate hope. So as you can see, fire communications officers don't have to get ready quickly when the bells drop. Well, Dad, at least you won't last, Dad. Okay. Would everyone please join me in a round of applause for Recruit Course 4025? Fire communications officers, you may now be seated. I know, that always brings a little tear to my eye. I'd like to invite Fire Communications Officer David Hunt from Firecom Toowoomba to address the function on behalf of the recruit course. Thank you, David.
Thank you. Before I start, just on behalf of Recruit Course 4025, to acknowledge the senior staff and the guests we have here today. Thanks for coming down and taking the time out of your day for us. Ms Doolan, Commissioner Smith, Chief Fire Officer Corkett, Chief Officer Jones, Assistant Commissioner Redding, Acting Assistant Commissioner Kayla, and senior leaders, family and friends. Thank you. Recruit Course 4025, we've finally made it here. And honestly, after day one, with the amount of wrong turns that Alana took getting this area, I wasn't sure I was going to see that inside the classroom. It takes all kinds to have an effective fire comm, I think we know that now, and we're pretty lucky on our course to have such a wide range of experiences and qualifications, personalities within our cohort. We've got people that are completing degrees, we've got auxiliary firefighters, we've got an EMD that jumps ship, teachers aides, we've got Matt who keeps demeaning, we call him the bird dog. Which is getting a bit strange now, Matt. And we've also had some excellent instructional staff. Okay, that's been great. I think I speak for all the recruits when I say like their dedication, their passion was pretty outstanding across the board. They were happy to stay back and help catch us up when we missed things, helped us to think critically, maintain the morale with endless dad jokes. It was really good, so thanks a lot for that. From the beginning, of course, you never really feel like you fully grasped everything. When you finally feel like you get a handle on something, the staff introduce another layer of complexity. And then Doesn't matter how many PowerPoints you have to endure or how many questions seem to get asked, you can never really get a handle on it. And by the time you do, they send you to live ops where you're dealing with floods and cyclones for 5 weeks. So that was great. I didn't know I could get so stressed about just answering the phone, but I can. We've all endured challenges of some variation on course. I think coming into course, I don't think we really fully grasp how much goes into being an effective FCO. Okay, there's a tremendous amount of knowledge and practical skills that goes along with it. Just from knowing where all your trucks are within region, what their capabilities are, how to turn them out appropriately to get to the person that needs help or the people, how to control and interrogate a 000 caller to find out where they are so we can get them the correct help, how to do it without using mate on the phone because that's frowned upon apparently. Before we started, some of us didn't even know what a UBD was, but now we're interpreting topographical maps, we're plotting latitudes and longitudes, finding people in tunnels under the city, so it's pretty cool. It actually has been a quick 13 weeks, depending on who you ask, as long as you don't ask Sam. Looking at you, mate. But it's comical to think, it wasn't long ago we were just practicing answering the phone just to hang up and start again. We were getting our K codes wrong. We'd press transmit on the radio, we'd forget how to talk. Okay, and now we're qualified. Right? We've helped people in fires, we've helped people in floods and cyclones, people having the worst days of their lives. We've guided fire and rescue crews to get that help to them. So we're finishing course with a good foundational skill set, and it's up to us now as professionals to really master it. I think Firecom's not for everyone, and everyone that's just completed course should be proud of what they've done. Okay, not everyone can do this. I already said we have a lot of experience and some impressive resumes, and now we can add FCO to that as well. So well done. So from me personally to my course mates, congratulations and thanks again for the journey, and for the last time to the instructional staff on behalf of Recruit Course 4025. Thanks for guiding us through it. Cheers.
Thank you, David. That was really great. Well, we're moving on to the awards section of our ceremony. There are 3 awards being presented to this recruit course. During the course, our trainers observe the skills and the conduct of the team, and they identify the recruits whose attributes and achievements exemplify the values and goals of QFD. I can sincerely say it's always a difficult task to select 3 recruits to receive these awards, but it has been a real honour and a real pleasure to work with this recruit course, and I do mean each and every one of you. The support you've given each other and the determination that you've shown has really been second to none. You should be proud. Your team has set a high benchmark for those who follow you. So first of all, I'd like to invite the Commissioner, Chief Fire Officer Corkett and Chief Fire Officer Jones to join us to assist with presenting these awards. The first award is for Fire Communications Recruit Most Improved. This award recognises the FCO who's displayed the greatest progression of learning and performance by extending and challenging themselves throughout the course. After making significant change in career direction, this recruit demonstrated their unwavering commitment to mastering the role of a fire communications officer and adapting to a different environment. They were honest from the beginning about the challenges they faced, learning new systems and technologies. However, they've demonstrated remarkable growth throughout the course, developing their technical skills and ability to multitask effectively in a busy environment. Their professionalism and willingness to accept feedback and determination to learn quickly have been evident every step of the way. The progress they've made in both skill and confidence is a testament to their hard work. This recruit is now well prepared to contribute to their Fire Communications Centre and undoubtedly will be an asset to their team. I'd like you all to congratulate FCO Naomi Chalmers of Fire Communications. just destroy those photos. Well done, Naomi. The next award we present is the Deputy Commissioner's Award for Above and Beyond. This award is given to the FCO who's made significant contributions to both the learning environment and the team dynamics, and embodied QFD values of courage, integrity, loyalty, trust and respect. The attributes that we celebrate in the presentation of this award are key to success within a frontline team, and the willingness to assist all team members to achieve their goals is essential. In the first week of the course, this recruit quickly stood out for their application to the learning environment, the training material, and fostering new relationships with fellow recruits and instructors. This recruit consistently demonstrated an openness to new learning, a willingness to support their fellow recruits, and an open and enthusiastic support of their fellow recruits in region. While working conscientiously on their own progression, this recruit always sought opportunities to support other team members. Now, 13 weeks ago, all the recruits drew up their own QFD values charter, and Commissioner, we are sort of plugging ourselves here in this bit. They were outlining what behaviours they will and won't accept within their cohort. This recruit has consistently demonstrated above-the-line behaviours in support of their fellow recruits. They made an excellent impression on their live ops instructor, and they now have a team who's eagerly awaiting their return in Townsville. Congratulations, FCO Matthew Brennan. Well done, mate. Well done, Matt. Okay, lastly, we're pleased to present the Commissioner's Award for Ducks of the Recruit course. This award goes to the FCO who's demonstrated outstanding performance and conduct throughout the entire course. Now, although this award was hotly contested throughout the course, with several of our recruits demonstrating very high levels of growth in multiple areas, in reviewing the candidates for this award, the instructors considered the recruits' theory assessment results, their performance in practical assessments, their conduct, their overall approach to the development of such diverse skills in such a short time. This recruit was consistently a high performer in all of these areas. This recruit top scored in the majority of theory assessments, including 4 perfect scores. Their practical assessments were all completed without rechecks, and we do a regional knowledge check of them, and this recruit scored 99.7 across the board, which is pretty impressive. Their conduct also was impeccable. This recruit has excelled in every aspect of the last 13 weeks. The instructors at QCESA and in live operations were most impressed by the consistency of their calmness, their composed and competent demeanour. If anyone can find anything capable of stressing this recruit, can you please let us know? We've got no hesitation in saying that this recruit will be an outstanding addition to their FireCom Centre and an asset to QFD. It is my absolute honour to announce that the Ducks of Recruit course 4025 is FCO Jessica Littler of FireCom Centre. I do have a little story about Jessica's adventures during TC Alfred, if anyone would like to talk to me later. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for that. So, as we near the conclusion of course 4025, I'd just like to acknowledge and thank the instructors as well. They have been dedicated in their outstanding commitment to this course, to the delivery of the material and taking care of the recruits. I know how much you all do on a daily basis, so I thank you very, very much. And that would be Fire Communications Supervisors David Barnett, who's not with us today, but Owen Hardman, Madison Nunn, Annie Webster, Belinda Edward, and Steph Richards as well. I'd also, yes, thank you. We are live streaming this as well, so if any of our trainers are watching who trained during live ops, I'd also really like to thank you all for your hard work and dedication in training these new fire communications officers. They really depend on you and your expertise during that 5 weeks. So, before we conclude today's ceremony, we do have a short video presentation. This is going to give you a little glimpse into the past 13 weeks of training. Oh, there we go. The last bit. Well, thanks to the Swiftie who chose the music for that. Oh, okay. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, that does complete our ceremony for the Fire Communications Recruit Course 4025. Would you please, for the last time, put your hands together for our batch of newest recruits? We have a light morning tea that's on offer over in Building C for anyone who'd like to join us. Family and friends of the graduates, just please follow your respective graduates' instructions on where to go when we're leaving. We can take some group photos and do all that sort of thing, but I certainly hope I get to have a cup of tea and meet you all. But thank you once again from all of us.